Okay, welcome to a new episode of the vlog. It's rainy. I'm packing up my car, or it is already packed up, I should say. Heading on a long journey to Texada Island, 2 ferries away. This will be the most hectic couple days of the travel schedule. Actually, 3 concerts coming up in the next 2 days. So, got a lot to do. So I actually did not film an episode yesterday. That's because I actually came here, Comox, and stayed with my grandfather for a day, and I didn't want to walk around the house hanging out with my grandpa, just constantly filming myself. Wanted to have a day to myself, so I did. But the next 4 days, 4 days? Yeah, the next 4 days have four gigs in them, and they're going to be packed, so there's going to be a great deal of vlogging from this point out. Anyway, it is about time that I hit the road, and yeah, travel to the next gig. Well, the most important part of the day is a success. We have made the ferry.
Yay!
And it's one of the cool new Salish ones. I remember it from the last time we did this crossing.
Its mouth opens.
I know.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can see it there. It's sitting open. Yeah, I love these ones. They're so state-of-the-art on the inside as well. All right, and because our gig is at 7, we have to catch this early ferry. But the nice thing is we get to spend a little bit of time in Powell River.
Yeah, we like Powell River. It's beautiful.
Yeah, oh, it sure is, and we have lots of good memories from last tour.
And we haven't been there on a rainy day yet, so.
Well, yeah, we'll see a
weather.
new side of Powell River.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's the gray side.
So that's it for the Vancouver Island portion of my trip. It has served us well. This boat will technically take us to the mainland, although Powell River is a section of the mainland that is not, as far as I know, not directly connected to the Vancouver area of the mainland by roads. So when you're in Powell River and also on the Sunshine Coast, it doesn't exactly feel like you're on the mainland, but you are. Excited to spend a couple hours over on Powell River today. Another thing I like about today's journey is, much like one of the days on our last tour, I believe it was coming back from Texada last time, this time it's going there. The 2 ferries we're taking today are this one, the Salish Eagle, one of the 3 new Salish class ferries that were built, I think, about 3 or 4 years ago, making them the 3 newest ships, as far as I know, unless they've built one since, the 3 newest ships in the fleet. And the second ferry will be on the Northern Island Princess, which is the oldest ship that BC Ferries owns. So you get a little bit of the new and a little bit of the old. And I just love the deck layout of this ship as well. Really clever. It's got the outdoor deck up here. Another smaller one down there with a bit of a better lookout. 1, if not 2, inside passenger decks, and then 2 car decks. It's a very cool little boat. I will say that in the last week of August here, it's nice to see some snow caps still up there. Lovely. Unless my eyes are deceiving me. At first I did a double take. I thought it was just more clouds. Glad we still got some year-rounders. Even the doors on this thing are futuristic. Push and hold this button. And it doesn't work. Okay, so that was a bad example. Let's try this one. You push the fancy button. Ah, see, this one's making the noise. And it's like a spaceport door. Ooh. Ah. Neat. Just past passing Texada Island now. It'd be nice if there was a ferry directly there. There's the ferry we're going to be taking later onto the island. And then just ahead of us is the lovely town of Powell River that I'm happy to be stopping at. Of course, the main part of town is right around here. And the Townsite section of town is over here. And I really missed those old ship hulls. If any of you caught my vlogs from Texada Island, or sorry, from Powell River back in May, I was talking about how they have a breakwater over there that's made out of classic concrete ships that were made for World War I. I thought that was so cool. Alright, so we are pulling into the Powell River terminal here, and that's one ferry down and one to go for today, but it's actually 4 down and 6 to go for me on this trip. Alright, we visited 2 used bookstores.
2!
And
didn't have my side of the mountain.
I know, Leenie has gone through a few copies of that one.
To be fair, I bought their last copy last time I was here, the Kingfisher used bookstore. But, I mean, it's an amazing book, so...
Yeah, so you're
next
giving...
town.
Yeah,
Next town.
oh, sorry.
Sorry.
So, yeah, you're giving it to some friends to read, let them experience it as well, I guess.
It's my favorite book, and I always buy a copy, and I always end up giving it away.
Yeah.
And yeah, I need to buy another copy because I really want to give it to my friend Yopon.
Right.
Yeah.
Visiting the Still Good antique store. Oh, hey. Gotta love that.
Record it when it's playing.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
I don't want to break anything. Oh. So this is from the late 1880s, you said?
1889.
Wow.
Let's start this right from the start.
The original CD player.
You want to crank that handle up some.
Sure, which way?
Just, it only goes one way. Towards the wall. Oh,
Yes.
no, the other way, sorry.
Oh.
Here. Yeah, you got it. Okay. And when you want to play it, go ahead. Just
Keep going?
Cranking, yeah, until it gets a bit tense.
Oh,
That's good.
okay.
That'll be all right. And then the lever, the top lever on the right. Slide that up.
Slide it towards me. Up, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, let's let it play out. Yeah, it's slowing down because it's running out of...
We have an audience in England listening now, so.
Oh, hey.
That's really cool.
So yeah, this would have been people's original record collections. Big. I mean, if you were wealthy enough to have one of these.
We were middle class these ones.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe
Wow.
not right at the start, but by certainly the early 1900s.
Cool.
But this one especially because it's so plain. A lot of them were really ornate with scroll work and posts on the sides and
Wow.
richer woods.
Okay.
I mean, it's coming up to the end there. Blank spaces.
Does it know when to stop? So cool.
There you go.
So glad I went to the Still Good antique shop If you're in downtown Powell River, it is right behind the store, I believe it's called My Bookery. If you go down these stairs at the side, you can make it to the antique vintage shop around back. Just thought I'd go in to kill a little time, but had a magical experience. I picked up a National Geographic from World War II. What I really love about this are the wartime ads here in the front. Fantastic. And then I got a more recent Howard Stern Rolling Stone magazine just to read while I'm on the ferries and stuff. So I'm hanging out here on the same beach that I visited last time I came to Powell River, and I'd like to dedicate this section of my vlog to my good friend Heather, who was watching some of my earlier vlogs back in May, saw that I came to this beach, and she said, "Hey, how did you not see the graffiti wall? It's so cool." And I was like, "I missed that. I didn't see it." And she was like, "It was literally right next to where you were, because I vlogged this whole area." And sure enough, I found it. It is pretty cool. It's even got a Bigfoot on it. Leenie's back at the car. She would love this. Her grandfather was John Green, who is considered an expert in the field of researching the Sasquatch. So I wonder if this, in fact I bet it is, I wonder if it's a constantly evolving project. It would appear that somebody pasted like the glasses over that, not that I would know for sure. And there's some other little tags at the bottom that I maybe knew, I'm not sure. There's some pretty cool artwork all along this thing. Awesome. Ah, sweet. The Forestry Museum that was closed last time I was here is open. I feel like I was here on some sort of holiday when I was here back in May, so it's nice to see a lot more things open. Look at this guy. Carving of a logger from 1995, making this guy exactly as old as me. Neat. Look at the size of this chainsaw. Some shingles made by the local Sawn company. You can see them all getting ready to leave the dock there. Cool. Apparently there was a huge fire that passed through this area in 1919, and this railroad lamp went through that fire. So as trees grow roots, the bottom part of the tree starts to flare outwards to accommodate those roots, and that is apparently rather humorously referred to as butt swell. Can't have none of that. They say that this tree would have been perfect, as it had almost none. So many chainsaws, all more than 50 years old. I do not have time to count the rings on this guy. Some of the wildlife that can be found in forests and beaches locally, including this crab and this bird. at this big piece of baleen from a whale. Cool. Wow, the basket starfish. Look at this. Wow. So cool. They have little shelf exhibits. This one's full of crab specimens. Whoa. Various shells, starfish. Wow. Beautiful. I love these miniatures. What a cool little museum, and now to relax on the beach till it's time for the ferry.